See, so what I'm doing now is I'm just going to Officeworks Australia, which is just next to me, just next to me around here. And I'm just focusing on helping myself to go that way, so that I help myself to do better. So I'm focusing on loving my life differently, and I'm helping myself to grow and outgrow myself to make sure that I have more than enough success today to succeed. And I have to focus upon helping myself to love life. So what I want to do is I want to help myself to love myself in the process of everything. So I have to go to the store to get myself something. And it's funny how I put $1,300 into my music production with my one track, and just one music track. But that's what I need to do it all the time. If you want to be a music producer really, then that's what you need to do. And that's the kind of music you need to produce in life. And all for free. I mean, that's just for free. But that's how you guys need to go. So you guys need to go for free. You need to go and learn how to prosper. See, Cristiano Ronaldo is very young, and he's just 36 years of age. And he's very young as a human. And he has a lot of popularity. But that's how it is. And I'm focusing on understanding that, making sure that no matter what, that everybody's equal. And everybody's equal, but it's just the way it is, yeah? I see Tony Robbins has about 10 million followers. Does Tony Robbins have? See, Oprah Winfrey has some following as well. But it's all different. And everything's different when it comes to popularity. And it's much more how I feel. That if people find me inspirational, then they follow me. If people now find me inspirational, it's because I have to be doing more. But I'm very inspirational. I'm very inspirational with the photos I post. I see my photos are very inspirational. So what I want to do is succeed differently. And I want to help myself to do life much greater. I'm focusing on understanding that everybody's different. And what I want to do is understand straight away business. And our business is just that way. First you have to get the money. First you have to get the money. And first you have to work to get the money. And once you work to get the money, then you have to sort out your life and business. And business happens to everybody. But it's more how it is. And my business is different. My business goes overseas now. And now when I go overseas, I have a great life with my mum over here. And now with my mum over here, in terms of my mum, I realise everything changes. Actually, my whole life changes, and it goes much better. And my life becomes much better, but it's much more how I feel. And my business is changing. And it's either go to my mum or stay in Australia. And now if I stay in Australia totally, I have to eventually get the 9 to 5 job, and I have to work a 9 to 5 job eventually. But I always have money, and then I find myself at speed dating sites and stuff like that. I find myself on speed dating, in terms of going speed dating to find a woman, or I join the past crowd. And if I join the past crowd, then that's like a speed dating thing these days. But see how many people are giving other people time to have friends and stuff like that by their side, and I'm focusing on myself over here. So since I'm focusing on myself, I'm learning how much more time I have and much more fruitional ways of being I have to love my life differently, and I'm leaving a great legacy regardless. And that's why I need to get myself the ITN number, in terms of ITIN number. I have to get myself that ITN. I have to get myself that TIN number, in terms of ITIN number. So I have to give America some money to get the number, so I can do much greater for myself. And then I put my audiobooks and everything I do in terms of audio on the audiobook websites. And it'll be that way. I'm learning very quickly to get the keys before I close the door with my dad's car. So I learn to do quicker information. So I need to go and help myself to pause the audio when I'm speaking to other people. And unless it's over the phone, so over the phone I just keep recording every conversation. And I need to go and grab myself a greater time. See, anyway, so what I'm doing about my business today is something different. So I just did get my document, which is a PDF. And I went to Officeworks to get my document. So what I want to do is keep going with myself over here. I want to help myself to explain that business happens differently to everybody and with everybody. So I'm understanding straight away how I feel, and how I feel is different. And now I'm understanding straight away how I need to grow myself differently. But how can I get popular for free around these people? I promise you, I have to be on billboards at least, advertising myself for free, doing something at least. I have to be in front of crowds. I have to be performing in front of crowds, yeah? I have to pour money into the business. I have to pour money into my business to go and do something for free. So what can I do for free around people? I mean, I can sit down in Sydney advertising myself in front of people for free. And I can be in silence. I can be in silence totally, and promoting my name in silence. But how far does that go? I promise you, I have to be away from family to do that. I understand that. So is popularity worth it for me? I promise you, guess what? I promise you now, guess what? I promise you it has to be. I promise you, just people never want to make me popular. I promise you, they never want to make me popular because they're afraid. I promise you, they're afraid to follow me. I promise you, it's much more how I feel different. So it's different around life. I promise you, life is different. So popularity is different. So I never do it for popularity. I make sure I advertise myself differently. But I'm looking at different aspects of life, but that money that I have has to go into just different aspects of life now. And I'm understanding that it's never about popularity for me long term. Honestly, long term, I understand that it's never about popularity for me. Honestly, it's more about family for me now, long term, and music production and life coaching. But that's about it. And I'm learning very quickly about life now. I'm learning how to dwell upon my life much greater. And I'm different toward how I am with other people. And I'm understanding how life is different, but I have to do something different anyway. So what I do is I help myself to perform much greater. And I'm understanding that the promotion that is the portraits promotion does work. And people can actually see your name and everything once you're promoting yourself. And they can see your YouTube channel and everything that you're doing. But then guess what happens? Honestly, they never really follow you much, but they do. And they do follow you over time. If they remember you. And now if they remember you, then it's because you're always advertising to them. Honestly, it's different. So it's much more how I feel different. I feel different, so it's more how I need to go and grow myself anyway. So as I grow myself, I'm looking at different aspects of life, looking to see that other people are doing far worse than me in life. I can see that. I can see how other people are doing far worse than me in life. And what I need to do for myself over here is grow myself differently, and I need to go and deliver content. So as I deliver content, I'm looking at different aspects of life differently, and I'm learning. I'm learning the different aspects of life, but delayed gratification again and again. I mean, if you delay gratification, then you can understand straight away how you feel. And it's more how it is. So, no matter what, I promise you guys have to deliver content. And if you deliver content nicely and beautifully with people, I promise you it's more how it is. So, I just have to park the car. So I'm looking at different aspects of life, I'm learning. I'm learning how to perform. I'm learning how to do my life much greater. I'm looking to help myself to succeed. And I have to go Broadway on the 6th of... Or I have to go Broadway on the 6th of August to get my injection. I have to get a vaccine done. I have to get my COVID vaccine done on the 6th. So I want to arrive there 2 hours earlier. So since it's from 1:30 to 2:30, I want to be in the city by 12 o'clock. I want to be in the city at 12 o'clock. And why at 12 o'clock? I'm trying to shoot because it's just the way it is. I apologize. Oh. So it's more how it is. And you have to grow yourself, yeah? I'm learning. I'm learning how people have friends, for example, and they make friends with people, and people just waste their time, man. I promise you. I promise you, for myself to have friends in this lifetime, there is time for me to have friends, but since I devote all my time to myself, I mean, that's the thing, I devote all my time to myself. I have no time for other people, because I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning to quickly absorb what's going on. I'm learning to quickly find much more better aspects of life to do, much greater for myself. And I'm learning very quickly about life, yeah? I'm learning to help myself in the process. So what you need to do is learn. I mean, you guys have to be learning every single day of your life. I would say always be learning about something. I see Mark Zuckerberg and how his advertisement's going, and I can see he rarely promotes himself on Instagram with paid advertisements. I promise you. So the people are doing it to him too. Well, I can see that. So I see the strategy. It's all different. So I'm learning very quickly. Thank you. I'm learning, yeah? I'm learning to have different ways of doing something, where I'm learning something different, and I'm in the process helping my life to succeed differently, and I'm showing for it. I'm showing for a greater way of life, yeah? I'm learning from the process. I'm learning to help myself to develop something. So it's more how I feel. How I feel is I save money over here. Save about I save 55 cents. Save money, and I understand straight away how I feel. And I'm learning very quickly about life. But you have to be learning about life quickly, yeah? I feel like what I say anyway, I feel like the nice and beautiful way of life over here. So let's have a look. I'm gonna say straight away this one over here. Looks nice. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly how I'm going to have Weet-Bix today and soy milk, and also I have different rice over here. I have noodles, I have different rice. Actually, if I make some different rice or something, I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning to see exactly, I get the lentils, and that's how I feel. I realize anyway, it's much more how I feel. You guys have to understand straight away, I never eat potato chips. So potato chips is fattening, and there's little amounts of plant protein inside of that. So I'm understanding straight away how I feel. I can get pasta now. So I get over here. I get spicy peppers. And I get myself over here this one in terms of life. Get myself pasta. I eat some pasta today as well. I have peppercorn over here. See spices. See pepper. I have to get some pepper. I'll get some pepper. I'll focus upon helping myself to do a greater job. I'm learning something different for myself over here. So let's have a look. I have to get myself this one. So I'll get myself this one. I can always look at everything I want. I'll get anything I want in life. And I'm learning very quickly about life. And I'm learning how to grow myself differently, yeah? I'm making sure I'm involving myself much greater. Say hello. I'm learning how to have that nice and beautiful feeling. I'm learning how to have that aspect of life that's actually performing and outperforming myself. So what I'm doing is making sure that you guys understand that it's important to communicate words with people all the time. And if you're focusing on helping yourself, then focus on living your life much more greater in the process of life. And that way you're enjoying yourself, yeah? See, that's what you guys need to do. See, I'm always focusing on helping myself, yeah? So I love myself in the process. I thank you. I focus on helping myself to help myself to live life much greater. But that's how it is. And you're always going to be more popular when you have a YouTube channel and everything than otherwise. So let's have a look over here.
Follow the pin pad prompts to finalize your payment.
Try it out. Let's see if we find.
Please wait for assistance.
See, anyway, I want to help myself to help my life. So what I'm doing, guys, is just doing my life over here. So let's have a look. I need to go and find myself over here. I need to find my way of life over here. I need to connect to the internet. I just need to connect to the internet quickly so I can go and do my bank balance check.
Please wait for assistance.
See, now let's have a look over here. I'm just doing something over here, guys. I'm just making sure I'm doing this one. Oh, thank you. So I'm just learning, yeah?
To finalize your payment.
I'm learning the different ways of...
Do you wish to print a receipt?
I'm learning the different ways of doing something, guys. So I'm making sure that if my wife is here with me, then what I do is I make sure to communicate with her about everything. And make sure that no matter what, you guys have to understand. It's much more how it is. And it's much more how you need to have a different lifestyle with yourself at first. And make sure that no matter what, that your life is different. So if you focus upon helping yourself to have a different lifestyle, then you're enjoying yourself in the process. I promise you, although you have to be teaching yourself every single day of your life, you have to be positive with yourself, yeah? I promise you, it's more how it is. And you guys have to understand straight away how you need to grow. And growing yourself is the best way forward. So teach yourself business, yeah? And no matter what you're doing, always love your life. And that way you're enjoying yourself. But for me, at least, I understand that I eat around $15 a day. I eat of nice and beautiful quality of products. I eat quality of products that range in notions. I'm making sure you understand that I'm talking about food and drinks. I eat quality products, and that's the way I feel, and that's the way I am about life. But no matter what, I feel that if life's turning their back on you, then give them silence. Or should give people silence if they're turning their back on you. I promise you, I mean, you understand that? But if they're never talking to you, I should give them silence. I promise you now, if they're talking to you, then it depends on you. I mean, do you want them as a friend? I mean, do you have time for them? I mean, do you understand? So, guess what? First, if you have no time for them, then give them silence, even though they talk to you. Even though if people talk to you, give people silence so that you do much greater for yourself, yeah? And that way you're doing a greater job for yourself in the process. And you're making sure that life is different. So focus on helping yourself to deliver information. Fortunately, that's how you have to understand life, yeah? So if you understand life differently, then make sure you understand straight away that people who are popular are people who are doing something for nothing, and they're also promoting themselves with money. Unfortunately, they're pouring money into their business. Unfortunately, that's all. I mean, do you understand? Unfortunately, if you're turning left, then give a left arrow, and if you're turning right, then give a right arrow, and that's how you do it. But never ever go and put a right arrow when you're turning left, because you confuse everybody. And never do a left arrow when you're turning right and a right arrow when you're turning left. But give a right arrow when you're turning right and a left arrow when you're turning left when you're driving a car. I promise you, so for myself at least, I'm learning how to grow myself in different ways, and it's all different for me personally, and I'm learning to become much more. But I put so much effort into my Instagram that this time round I'm understanding that no matter what, that I can calm down on Instagram and I can put my time into something else, especially now because I'm branding myself in different ways, and nobody's going to give me an award except I promise you. So it's more how I feel. I feel much more different, and you must understand straight away how I feel. So if you want to help yourself to grow, you must understand straight away how it feels to love life differently, and I'm looking at different ways of improving. I'm making sure that I'm talking more words of encouragement. I'm making sure I have a better life in the process. I'm making sure I can go and talk it up much more with myself at least. So I'm performing. I'm performing to the best of my ability, yeah? And that's it. You must understand straight away how it is and how it feels to live life much greater. So what I want to do is sign the form, and I want to give people the notion over here. I'm learning. I'm learning something different. And I'm actually going and getting myself a vaccination now. I have to do it twice. I'm actually understanding I'll go for a process like everybody else to get one of those vaccinations, and I'm not sure the process of getting a vaccination, but it's either way a vaccination. And I'm willing to help myself with it all. I'm learning to help myself to deliver content, so much more. It's more how I make content for people who never watch me. I make content for people who never watch me. I mean, how funny, huh? Lord Jesus Christ also does that. Lord Jesus Christ also makes content and the Bible for people who never watch him. I mean, you understand? So that's the best path anyway. And you have to be doing that daily. So I now want to go and sign the project, and then I want to go to my appointment. I want to arrive on my appointment at 12 o'clock. I want to be in the city at 12 o'clock, so 11 a.m. I'll be at the nice and beautiful Liverpool station. So I'll leave around 10 o'clock in the morning on the 6th of September, because I need to go get my vaccination. I have to get my vaccination. In terms of the COVID vax, and it's different for everybody. So I'm learning how to perform anyway, to the best of my ability. I'm learning to have myself a great time with what I'm doing. I feel like doing I never feel like I smoke. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to deliver content. I go and sign up my performance now. I have to go and do a greater way of life, so much more. So 33 minutes has been my audio program, and I'm learning how to do my business. So what I want to do right away is sign the COVID vaccination form over here, and that's what they require of me. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning to help myself to see what it's all about. So let's have a look over here. I see, have you had an allergic reaction to a previous dose of COVID vaccine? I say no. I say, have you had anaphylaxis to another vaccine or medication? I say no. I say, have you had a serious adverse event that following expert review was attributed to a previous dose of vaccine? Unfortunately, no. So have you ever had a mastocytosis See mastocytosis, which has caused recurrent anaphylaxis. Say no. See, have you had COVID-19 before? Say no. I see, do you have bleeding? I see, do you have a bleeding disorder? I say no. So do you take any medicine to thin your blood and anticoagulant? I see anticoagulant. 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 I see anticoagulant therapy. I see no. I see, do you have a weakened immune system or immunocompromised? I say no. So are you pregnant? No. So have you been sick with a cough, sore throat, fever, or are feeling sick in another way? Partially no. So have you had a COVID-19 vaccination before? Say no. So have you received any other vaccination in the last 7 days? See in the last 7 days? Say no. I say, have you ever been diagnosed with capillary leak syndrome? I say no. See, have you ever had major venous and arterial thrombosis in combination with in terms of thrombocytopenia? I said no. I see, have you ever had cerebral venous sinus thrombosis? I said no. See, have you ever had heparin-induced thrombocytopenia in terms of thrombocytopenia? See, thrombocytopenia. See, thrombocytopenia. So no. I say, have you ever had blood clots in the abdominal veins, in terms of abdominal veins and splenic veins? I should know. See, have you ever had antiphospholipid? See, antiphospholipid syndrome associated with blood clots? Say no. See, are you under 60 years of age? I say yes. I see, have you ever had myocarditis or no? I see, or pericarditis? I see pericarditis. So no. I say, do you currently have or have you recently had acute rheumatic fever or endocarditis? Say no. I say, do you have congenital heart disease? I say no. Say, for people under 30 years of age, I say, do you have dilated cardiomyopathy? I say no. I say, do you have severe heart failure? I say no. I say, are you a recipient of a heart transplant? I say no. So guys, it's very important to be reading this in terms of to be able to read everything, because that way you're going to see exactly what you need to check out and what you need to do a greater job for yourself. And now, and you have to always be filling out everything while also speaking out everything much greater, so you can do a greater job for yourself. So I have to be talking this out so I can do a greater job for myself. So what I do is I have to give my Medicare number. See now, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See 1, 2, I see 10. See over here. See 1. Say 2, 5, 8, 3, 1, 9, 6, 6, 4. Say 2, 5, 8, 3. Say a little bit that way. I see 6, 6, 4, and I have 7 over here. Say 7. Say yep. I say individual health identifier, if applicable. So date of birth is 28th of the 5th, 1992. I see address, I say 6 Trevana Street, Busby, 2168. See phone contact number, so 0401 041 944. See email is danny.milivojevic@gmail.com. See gender is male. See language spoken at home. I say Serbian. Say Serbian. See country of birth. See country of birth Australia. I say no. See are you Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander? I say no. I say next of kin. I say emergency contact number. So I just say Mira Kun Yaich. Say 0407 926 020. See, I confirm I receive and understood the information provided to me on COVID-19 vaccination. See, I confirm that none of the conditions above apply. I agree. And I agree with the 2 doses of the same vaccine. I agree with that. I have to sign it over here. See patient's name. Danny Milivojevic. See patient signature. See the date is today is the date of this. So see today's date is either the 29th or the 30th of August. So let's have a look. See the 29th of August. See 29th of the 8th of 2021. And then that's that. Working out. I went and done the signature of that. Actually now, where's the actual thing? See, anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm helping myself to grow myself in different ways. I'm looking to find my thumbnail. That'll be that way. So what I want to do with this is I want to place it in the bag. I'm going to place that in my bag somehow. It goes in my bag with everything else. that's how it is. So it's much more how I feel. So I'm guiding my temper over here. I'm guiding everything in terms of what I must be doing in terms of my life, and it's much more how I feel. My business is growing. See, now that's the business, the way in terms of the approach, that's the business and the way my business grows, and that's how I feel. So no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about posting my business cards in the front pockets of my shoulder bag. They'll be in the front shoulder bag. So then I'm going to let my business cards be in the front pocket of my shoulder bag. See passport, I see photos, see that's done. See what's this, see this is done. See, anyway, I'm ready to do my nice and beautiful projects. I'm ready to have a shower. I'm ready to have a shower and a bath. See, now do I want to have a bath or a shower? See, I'll have a bath. See, now for a bath, in terms of life, I'm understanding something now. I'm understanding how I grow myself differently, and I have to get myself bred. Let it be. I'm learning different architectures of life, learning how to do life differently, yeah. I'm learning how I gain money at my dad's house. I'm gaining money, I'm gaining time over here, I'm gaining time and money. So, as I gain time and money, I'm looking to persuade myself to grow. I'm looking to help myself grow differently, and that's how I feel. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning to help myself to grow. I keep a pen in my bag. I keep one of those pens in my bags. So I'm always picking up ideas. I'm learning, I'm growing. I'm loving life. Actually, what I want to do now is go have a shower. And I want to have a shower. I'll have a shower very quickly and let it be that way. I see, so anyway, go have a shower now. And first of all, I have a shower, and then I go and nicely and beautifully be able to go and razor my beard and shave my beard. I never shave my beard, but razor part of my beard. So I'll do my job, and that way I'm learning very quickly about life. I make sure I heating up the room. So I put the heater on while I'm showering, so the heater can be warmer in terms of life over here. I'm learning to grow myself differently. I'm learning something anyway. I'm learning something different. Now I'm doing life differently, and then I want to go and get new socks. I want to go Woolworths. I want to get myself new socks at Woolworths, and that'll be that way. Get my new socks at Woolworths. I'll get my new socks at Woolworths. Oh, I see it's cold. See, it's much more how it is, guys. So you have to be performing and outperforming people. And you have to be doing something for nothing, guys. And you have to never fall back on old habits. To make sure that you can delay gratification as much as possible. So you can love your life, guys. So make sure you're delaying gratification, yeah? Otherwise, when you delay gratification, you always have a greater time in the process. Oh, yeah, that's much better. So anyway, see what I'm doing now is I'm just showering. I'm just showering. I'm just making it worthwhile for myself over here. I see much more how I feel. I can make some music today. Make some music, and we're going to read about Mark Sixma and how he does music instead of Mark Sixma. So I'm learning very quickly about life. I have to plan my life anyway. I have to plan my life, so what I have to do to plan my life is I have to keep talking. I have to talk more words. So anytime I feel like scratching my bum, I have to go into the shower. And now I'm understanding straight away how I feel. I feel different. Make sure that you guys are doing something different. That's much more how it is. And you guys have to understand how to love your life, yeah? See, if you're focusing on loving life, then you're focusing on helping yourself to develop. You're developing your life forward. You're moving forward with structure. You have to be moving forward with structure, guys. And you're learning very quickly about helping yourself to never scratch yourself, yeah? You never scratch anything in life. I mean, if you're going to scratch something, scratch Jesus Christ only. And start scratching Jesus Christ instead. So that's how it is, yeah? And you never be afraid. You never be afraid. I mean, do life daily as it comes. And learn to live life regardless of how popular you're going to become. I mean, everybody's different. And everybody finds their life differently. So, it's much more how it is, yeah? I mean, you can see Cristiano Ronaldo has great talent for soccer. I mean, as a young boy, I mean, as a young guy, I mean, always passionate about soccer. You understand? I'm going to say my passion grew from 16 years of age. I did music production at 16 years of age. And I sat on the desktop and I was producing my music. And today I produce better music than ever before. And I'm producing better music today than ever before because I'm pouring more money into the business. I'm pouring more money into my business, and that's why I'm growing my business, yeah? And that's why I'm loving my life. So if you want to be famous and you want to be a pop star or whatever you want to be, honestly, you have to understand that fame is never the way. Honestly, what the way is, I understand, is Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ is the way. And Jesus Christ, and you follow Jesus Christ's lifestyle today. And if you follow Jesus Christ's lifestyle today, then you're following the best lifestyle on the planet. And you delay gratification as well. I mean, it's the best way forward, yeah? I mean, it's all you can do, really. And you're just following, I mean, you're just growing yourself. I mean, you're just making sure that You're doing a nice and beautiful life with yourself. And you're making sure you're growing. And it's never a competition with other people, remember. I mean, everything in terms of all that Instagram marketing and all that promotion in terms of online marketing, paid promotions is going to die off eventually. So if it all dies off eventually, and you understand? And so what's left is what you're taught in the world. And if you taught people something in life, then you don't really understand to educate yourself on how to make everything worthwhile for yourself. So if you make everything worthwhile for yourself, then you distribute everything you are in life. And that's what you actually have to do. I mean, you guys have to understand straight away that it's either audiobook.com with my nice and beautiful podcast or nothing. I'm not sure the process, but I'm understanding that somehow I have to be in review to ask myself those questions about life that help me to live a great lifestyle, that help me to put everything together into one audiobook, that helps me to just grow differently, yeah? I'm growing differently, yeah? And it's more how it is. And you guys have to understand straight away how to grow yourself from that point. I mean, be able to grow yourself anyway, regardless of the situation. And that's how you have to feel. And you guys have to feel throughout life. And you have to make sure that your life is worth it. And that's what I do. I make sure my life is worth it, and that my life is different, and that I'm enjoying my life. And that's how I do life, guys. Anyway, so it's more how I feel. How I feel is different. And now I'm understanding how I went through life transitioning into different periods. And I did something different. But I'm recording my life. I'm recording my whole life. I mean, my whole life is different. And why is that? I would say because when my life is different, I'm learning. I'm learning something for nothing. I'm making sure that I'm improving. I'm improving my life. I have to be improving my life. I have to be doing something to improve. And because I'm improving, I'm loving my life in the process. I'm making sure I'm growing. I'm developing my life. and I'm open to what's coming. And now I'm able to see the future. I'm able to see my future much better, which is great. I can see what's to come. And now, for myself to become like Armin van Buuren, I understand I follow Jesus Christ, first of all. I become like Jesus Christ only. I become everything Jesus Christ is. I never follow anybody in this lifestyle other than Jesus Christ. Friendship. Friendship. Jesus Christ is who I ultimately follow. And that's it. Actually, that's how I feel. I feel different, yeah? I feel nice and beautiful. But show signs to people who are from the past in your life. Because that way your life is manifesting forward. And that way I'm understanding all of my friendships in terms of life over here in Australia are dying out. Because I'm moving to Germany anyway. I'm moving to Germany, and that's why. Worship. So that's why I'm understanding anyway that everything I've been doing in terms of life is working out for me now. Because suddenly I'm moving overseas. I'm moving to a better part of life. I'm moving away from this town. I'm moving away from Busby. I'm going with my mum shopping. I'm going with my mum to places for about 10 years. I mean, let's be together. I guess then I have plenty of time for life. But that's how it is, yeah? Like, life is different. I can say life is different for me and everything. I can say anyway, I'm growing myself differently. I'm making sure I'm looking at different articles and different ways of living and different ways of being. I'm making sure I'm looking to never get sick in the first place. First of all, I'm understanding that everything's safe and sound. I'm learning very quickly. I'm yearning to make a better lifestyle for myself. I'm doing greater in the midst of everything. I'm making sure that today I start brand new. And straight away today I'm doing a greater life. I can straight away feel a greater life with myself today. And why is that? I understand because I tried to make a greater lifestyle for myself. I tried to be the best version of myself. I tried to have a clue for myself over here. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning to have dividends in my life. I'm learning to penetrate myself differently. I'm looking to have a greater lifestyle.